15 Best Things to Do in Vietnam. Vietnam is an astonishing mix of natural highlights and cultural diversity. The scenery ranges from jagged peaks seen from winding mountain passes down, to verdant paddy fields painted every shade of green in the palette, while the nation's long history, and an amazing number of ethnic minorities mean that culture vultures will find plenty to admire. This fascinating country is full of surprises, and is one of Southeast Asia's most underrated destinations. Plan your sightseeing with our list of the best places to visit in Vietnam. Number 1. Visit Halong Bay. With 1,600 limestone towers rising from its turquoise waters, Halong Bay is rightly considered one of Vietnam's most beautiful spots. As a result, it's on every visitor's list, and hundreds of boats offer cruise trips every day. The bay is huge, but it can still feel crowded. Boat trips to Bai Tu Long Bay leave from the crowded dock at Halong City, just like the ones to Halong Bay. But you'll head off in the opposite direction, to where the islands are a little less taller, and a little more spread out but, according to locals, are just like what those in Halong Bay used to be like. Number 2. Cruising in Mekong Delta. Mekong Delta presents an idyllic picture of the rustic and scenic rural landscape of the country and is, certainly, one of most alluring tourist attractions in Vietnam. Cruising through this scenic deltaic creek is one of the popular and best things to do in South Vietnam. It is a perfect delight for travelers to sail in a traditional Vietnamese boat in the Mekong Delta. Number 3. Drop into the world's largest cave in Phong Nha National Park. Quang Binh province is a wild region of barely penetrable jungle in Vietnam's skinny middle, close to the border with Laos. The area is riddled with hundreds of deep caves, including one of the largest in the world, Hang Son Dong. It contains a cavern so tall that a skyscraper could fit inside it. The small town of Phong Nha is the epicenter for the area's caving adventures, its eponymous cave another UNESCO-listed wonder well worth exploring. Here, you can hire both the guides and the gear you'll need to descend into the caves. Number 4. Ho Chi Minh City. For big city fans, no visit to Vietnam is really complete without a visit to Ho Chi Minh City, the buzzing and crazy commercial hub of the country. The streets are an insane clog of motorbikes and cars, the restaurant and cafe scene is incredibly cosmopolitan, and the shopping is the best in the country. Here, you'll find the HCMC Museum, with a brilliant collection of artifacts that weaves together the story of the city, and the Grand Notre Dame Cathedral, built in the late 19th century. Number 5. Light a lantern in Hoi An. Every TT, Vietnamese New Year, Hoi An is transformed into a kaleidoscope of color and light for its Lantern Festival. The celebration lasts for 7 days, with the road from Hoi An Bridge to the Hawaii River Square adorned with thousands of colorful lanterns. Over 50 workshops take part in the event, each trying to create the prettiest lantern. The colors are bright and the designs are strictly traditional. The most breathtaking sight is thousands of lanterns floating on the river. Hire a sampan boat to get a closer look. For a small sum, you can buy a lantern and set it afloat too. Number 6. Sapa Countryside. The verdant rice field countryside surrounding Sapa, bordered by the jagged peaks of the Hoang Linh Mountains, often still known by their French colonial-era name of the Tonkinese Alps, are home to Vietnam's most beautiful rural vistas. The deep valleys here are home to a diverse mix of the country's ethnic minorities, including the Hmong, Yai, and Red Zhao people, while the rippling hills are terraced with rice fields and overlooked by the country's tallest peak, Phan Mountain. This is the top trekking destination in Vietnam, with oodles of options to trek or day hike between tiny villages and experience the staggering mountain views. Number 7. Face the twin Ban Gioc waterfalls as you peek into China. A staggering 208 meters, 682 feet, wide and 70 meters, 229 feet, tall, The breathtaking Ban Gioc waterfalls on the Cuisine River mark the border between Cao Bang and China's Guangxi provinces, and are the widest falls in all of Vietnam. Bamboo rafts on the two sides of this liquid border punt visitors to the base of the cascade for close-up views. Number 8. Relax on the stunning beaches. With Vietnam's very long coastline, it's no surprise that it has some beautiful beaches. Don't miss out on the opportunity to relax and enjoy the white sands, crystal clear water and fresh seafood coming to you without having to get off your chair. Number 9. Cycle through the rice fields in Mai Chau. Mai Chau is a gorgeous, bucolic village only a few hours from Hanoi. If you're looking for a wonderful and unique experience, don't miss doing a homestay here and riding around the rice fields. This is a beautiful way to see rural Vietnam, and learn about farming, and traditional style textile manufacturing. This is a popular area for visitors, and once you get there you will see why. Number 10. Visit the Cu Chi Tunnels. Visiting the Cu Chi Tunnels is one tourist attraction in Ho Chi Minh City a lot of people will visit. It is best to hire a guide and learn about the underground network of tunnels located about 40 kilometers from the city in the Cu Chi district. The tunnels were used as hiding spots, hospitals, living quarters and supply routes by Viet Cong soldiers during the Vietnam War. Number 11. Visit a pagoda. There are so many beautiful and iconic pagodas to visit throughout Vietnam. These pagodas are full of traditions, beliefs and interesting architecture, with the stunning decorations. When visiting the pagodas, please be mindful to respect the culture. Walk into the pagodas on the right and exit on the left. Take off your shoes when entering, be respectful of people praying, don't point your feet at the altar or statues and dress conservatively, so no hats, no exposed shoulders and no shorts. Number 12. Take a boat ride down Trang in Ninh Binh. We had heard about Ninh Binh as we were traveling north and lots of travelers had said to stop in, so we did. People call the area the Halong Bay on the land, and once you get there you'll understand why. Huge karst mountains rise out of the earth, with gorgeous rivers and lakes wrapping around them. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Ninh Binh is the Trang and Grottos, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The grottos consist of a handful of caves and rocks towering out from a large network of canals and lakes. It is so beautiful. Number 13. Wander the Old Quarter of Hanoi. Located in northern Vietnam, Hanoi is such a joy to wander. For us, the Old Quarter is the highlight of Hanoi. It can be a bit chaotic, with crowded sidewalks and streets, exotic, colorful food for sale, and motorbikes zipping everywhere. But that is all just part of the experience. Number 14. The Sand Dunes of Mui Ni. The sand dunes of Mui Ni are two geological wonders no visitor should ever miss out on their travel itinerary. There are numerous tour operators in Mui Ni that organize day trips to these Saharan-like red and white sand dunes, but you can easily make your way to both locales, if you prefer exploring according to your own pace. Visitors can rent plastic sleds, and it is a wise idea to check the price and agree on it beforehand. Number 15. Dine on Vietnamese cuisine. The food in Vietnam is delicious. The cuisine varies from north to south, with different cities specializing in different dishes. In Hanoi, dine on sweet, sticky rice, turmeric fish with dill, grilled pork and noodles, and fried dumplings. And wherever you go, the pho is delicious. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.